Good afternoon, everyone. Welcome to the Big Law Business Summit. I am so happy to be here. As you probably know, a lot of business gets done in restaurants. We firmly believe that in Bloomberg. And so with that in mind, how many of you guys went out to dinner last night? Hey, where'd you go? Oh, was it good? Oh, good. So that is my job, to help everyone find places to go out to eat and get things done and have fun at the same time. For anyone who doesn't know Bloomberg Pursuits, it's the branch of Bloomberg that focuses on luxury and how to spend your money. So if you go to the website right now, you can find a $48 million home in Montauk for sale, if anyone is interested in a place for the summer. There are also some quick hacks for how to get your summer started instantly. There's a rosé drive-through that's going to be happening at Wolver Estates. There's a burger kit you can mail order from Dean and DeLuca, and there's a bunch of other ways that you can achieve summer almost instantaneously. I also wanted to give you a sense of some of the things I work on. I know you have some big topics to talk about this afternoon, but I thought it would be nice to see some of the things that occupy my day. And so, starting out, this is a story I did recently. It's called The Grill. We got an advanced view of it. It's what the Four Seasons has become. Has anyone been yet? Go. It's fantastic. It's really great. It sort of recreates what the precursor to the steakhouse was, and so they kept a lot of what was happening at the Four Seasons in place, and they've somehow made it better. So they have a fantastic cart that comes to your table, and they'll carve prime rib just for you. They make a mean martini. The bar is fantastic. And it really is one of the power spots in New York right now, and it's just getting started. So you have plenty of time to roll in there. The pool room's going to open soon. But it was really great to get a look at what's happening there. The waiters look really sharp. They're dressed in Tom Ford. Just everything about it is A+. As I said, at Bloomberg, we recognize that people like to do business at restaurants. So I talked to a guy called David Solomon, whose day job is COO at Goldman Sachs. But he actually eats out at night almost as much as a restaurant critic does. So he gave me his list of places that he goes, and it was fantastic because he's really into food. So there were some spots you might expect to be there. He goes to Maria, he goes to Porterhouse to eat steak and do some deals over a bottle of good wine. But he also had some surprises, which was really fantastic and fun to discover. There's a fried chicken place in the East Village called Rag and Bone that he frequents. There is a place in Soho called Aurora Soho. He's actually even brought a black truffle, and they shaved black truffles on it for him, which I love the idea of that, and I wish I'd been there. And he has a fantastic wine collection as well. So he is a BYOB fan, so anyone who is BYOB with their wine should know that David Solomon supports you in that. And I should put out a plea now, if any of you guys are avid restaurant people, we want to do more columns like this. So if you think you have a fantastic restaurant list, please let me know. I'm Krader at Bloomberg.net. And this is a restaurant. This actually happens to be the highest grossing restaurant in New York City and the third highest independent grossing restaurant in the country. It's called Tao Downtown. And they shared, I think they grossed $34 million last year, which is big. Restaurant business is kind of tricky sometimes, no matter what you might think. But they figured out the formula for making a really great, a really successful restaurant. And so among their secrets are to have a club next door that you can get instant access to, and you don't have to stand online. People like Kanye West have performed, are frequent guests there. They've also realized the appeal of sort of pan-Asian food that people want to eat, and they have managed to appeal to both families. Families love it, but the business crowd is big, and so I think on Mondays and Tuesdays, it's 80% of people are paying with a corporate card, which I thought was fascinating. And they also, another secret to their success is not to own their meatpacking district address. They firmly say they're not in the meatpacking district, even though they are. This is something, again, like the Hamptons are the place we want to be for the summer. So 11 Madison Park is closing up shop, actually, next week. And they're opening a summer house, which is going to be fantastic in East Hampton. So they gave us a little preview of that. There's going to be like fun games to play in the yard. You can get a fried chicken basket. It is really hard to get into unless you have an American Express Platinum card. Will facilitate it for you. So it was also interesting to see them like give Chase Sapphire a run for their money right in a restaurant format in the Hamptons. And then we also like to give people advice. So we've been doing a series of stories about what you're doing, how to do things right and wrong in different places. So we did one in a steakhouse, and one of the rules for that was you should always ask to see the steak, or don't be embarrassed to see the steak, and always take home leftovers, because most of these steakhouses are actually serving you really, really good quality meat, and it's worth being a hero the next day with your sandwich. This was also a really fun one. Jim Meehan from PDT, which is a fantastic bar in the East Village, told us 9 things you're doing wrong at a cocktail bar. And I don't know if you guys can guess some of them, but among them are asking the bartender what he or she is drinking, because invariably you're going to end up with a shot of something really strong and a bad beer. And the other thing was about tipping. You think now as cocktail prices are going higher and higher, people routinely put down $1, but in fact, the laws of tipping apply. So think about that the next time you have like a really beautiful martini that costs about $15. You might want to put an extra $1 or $2 down. And with that, I will say thank you so much and have a great afternoon.